All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy PGA Championship weekend. Outside my window in Rochester, it is rainy and gray. It's going to be an absolute grind on the course today. Doing this video because on Thursday, the ESPN cameras caught this man, a fan, on the driving range hill, napping, kind of rolling around, going into the shade, eating a Rice Krispie treat. They had some fun with him. Scott Van Pelt was kind of giving it to him in a nice way, in a Scott Van Pelt way. But Van Pelt also said, I want to get a garbage plate with this man. Well, it just so happened that I tracked this guy down, luckily, through Reddit. I called him up. I did an interview with him. He turns out to be this Scottish dude who lives in Ottawa, Canada now. Absolutely hilarious. His name is Andy McWilliams. I think one of the best interviews I've ever done. Had zero to do with me. It was just basically me setting up with simple questions like, tell me about what happened, and him being hilarious. You can read that in the Twitter thread above. So the reason I'm doing this video now is because he said in that interview, look, Van Pelt promised me a garbage plate, and I want it. I want my garbage plate. Well, on the ESPN broadcast yesterday, Van Pelt brought this up, and I want to play that clip for you. I'm going to make myself just a little smaller here. Check this out. This was from around 6 p.m., I think, last night.
Now, right, we're not going to disparage the garbage plate. Have an update yesterday if you were watching. There was I said coming out of the garbage plate feature that there was a gentleman that we saw. We were calling him Double Bucket. He had bucket hats on. He was taking a nap, as you do. Shane Ryan from Golf Digest actually caught up with him because this is the world we live in. And his name's Andy McWilliams, and he's from Glasgow, and apparently he lives in Ottawa. And Shane, if you're out there, man, we need to get together because I said I want to eat a garbage plate with you or anyone, but mostly with you. Apparently, at the bottom of the hour, they're being delivered. So now.
Yeah. Okay. So there you see that. It was funny. They did eat a garbage plate later. But Scott Van Pelt, if you're watching this, and Andy, if you're reading this, I've tagged you guys both in this tweet. Get together. I want to take a few things piece by piece here. So
have an update yesterday if you were watching. There was I said coming out of the garbage plate feature.
First of all, I just want to say I'm an upstate New Yorker. I can say this. I'm from the eastern side of the state, the Adirondack Mountains. We didn't have a garbage plate. I had one earlier this week with my brother because he lives in Rochester. They're absolutely gross. I'm a huge fan of trash food. I don't like the garbage plate. I'm just going to come out and say it. I'll take whatever consequences come from that. Let's keep going.
There was a gentleman that we saw. We were calling him Double Bucket. He had bucket hats on. He was taking a nap, as you do. Shane Ryan from Golf Digest actually caught up with him because this is the world we live in. And
I love that. I just like a little knock from Scott Van Pelt. Like this freak journalist actually went and found the napping guy. I get it, Scott. I get it. It is the world we live in. I would do it again. I would do it 1,000 times again.
And his name's Andy McWilliams, and he's from Glasgow, and apparently he lives in Ottawa. And Shane, if you're out there, man, we need to get together because I said I want to eat a garbage plate with you.
Yeah, and I think what he meant to say there was Andy. I don't think he meant to say Shane. Mr. Van Pelt, I would gladly eat a garbage plate with you. I think, though, it should be you and Andy. I think I would kind of harsh the vibe there. I don't think I should belong in that scene. But, yeah, like I said, you guys are both tagged, and I really hope you get together.